Moving on to I think the biggest story to come out of football, and that Paul Pogba has been banned from partaking in any football activities, especially in the top league. I think in general, just any football activities for 4 years. And this comes after last year in August. He was obviously after a game which he played with Juventus against Udinese. There was found an elevated amount of testosterone was detected in his blood, and obviously more tests were done, and it was determined obviously that he had an elevated testosterone level, and this was not caused to any natural causes. Obviously, it was determined that he obviously took some substance which is against the rule as a footballer, because it's seen as doping, and it's seen as giving yourself an unfair advantage against your opponents. So obviously, a lot of people are speculating that this is the end of his career. Paul Pogba is a World Cup winner. He won the World Cup with France, and obviously he won a few trophies when he was at Man United, at Juventus, and obviously everybody was excited to see him to go back to Juventus and obviously reignite his career, and obviously just play the football that everybody has been accustomed to and everybody has enjoyed. But obviously, when he went to Juventus, he was faced with a lot of injuries, some minor, and obviously they turned into more serious injuries. And obviously, the process of him trying to get back to the field and the treatments, obviously, he says is what led to him having elevated amounts or levels of testosterone in his blood. And he says he didn't dope, or he didn't take any substance on purpose to give him an unfair advantage. And he says it might have been through that process of him trying to get back to the field and recovering and treatment and so on, so that whatever substance that went in his bloodstream came or was injected through that process. So obviously he looks to appeal the decision, and he looks to obviously reduce the amount of years that he was given. Is a 4-year ban. So if he looks to appeal and maybe bring it down to 2 years, and at least that will give him a chance to actually get back to football and actually end his career the right way. A lot of people are saying this is the end of his career because he's about to turn 31, and by the time he comes back to the world of football, he's gonna be 34 going on 35. So obviously within that age range, a lot of people are saying he's not gonna be as effective as he is right now or he was in the past, because obviously of the year, and obviously he's not gonna be maybe signed to a big team, and obviously the stigma of doping is gonna follow him around. So he's obviously looking to appeal that decision, and obviously we'll see in the days to come how everything plays out, if he's actually successful in appealing the verdict, or if the verdict stands and he's gonna be subsequently banned from football for the next 4 years.